Good day, everybody. We have something very important to talk about, but first thing I have got to show you something that will definitely make you happy. So without further ado, let's get started. And this really requires this race. I already finished this race a long time ago. I barely have to do anything. Oh, that was embarrassing. Oops. Ah, wow. Luckily, this isn't... Even the C-Class could have done better this way. Anyways, look at this, guys. In 3, 2, 1, look at this. Times 20. We have now a times 20 multiplier. When I press it, I'm gonna remove the sound here. Luckily, it's only a 5-second one. And I'm done. And I'm 76,000 credits richer thanks to a multiplier. It is insane. But that is not the only thing I'm going to talk about. So we have now a multiplier times 20. After the update, right now the tokens have been replaced. Oh, sorry, switched from the old position from the new position to the old position again. So here is where the tokens were. Here's where the credits were. Credits were after the season tokens combined with the tokens on here, and here where the season tokens were. But now Gameloft have fixed this issue. Now that is happening right now. Another thing is we have to talk about the latest updates. West East Eurobloom season patch notes that have came 2 days ago. I haven't had the time to talk about it and review it, so we're gonna talk about it right now. Now, it's gonna come with a lot of new cars. The Zenvo Aurora Tour, which is going to be a high-end S-Class car, probably with a top speed of around, let's say, 490, 485, 490, with a nice acceleration, probably drift punches and floating capabilities, so the handling is okay. And the nitro, well, as an S-Class car you barely need any nitro unless you're gonna go for ramp. Then we have the Aston Martin Vantage, which I believe to be a B-Class car, by the way, but more like a low-end B-Class car. It's gonna be a 5-star apparently, but I think it's gonna be a 4-star. However, I can be wrong about this. But this is going to be a B-Class car from what I've heard. Now, if I'm wrong, this is going to be a D-Class car. It's going to be like around, let's say, the Alfa Romeo Giulia that we had a couple of weeks ago, if not a bit longer, which is going to be with terrible handling, terrible nitro, okayish acceleration, and a very nice top speed, kind of like the TVR Griffith. And then the D-Class Porsche Carrera, which is going to be in the range of the Lamborghini Countach, the 4-star one. Same range, but 5 stars. So I have actually a lot of question marks. Almost similar rank to that of the Lotus. And the Lotus Elise is a 4-star car, which can do a lot better than this one. So then we have the FV Fragivento Esfane, which is going to be a very good A-Class car, which is going to be in the range of, let's say, I would say a McLaren 570S on steroids. Because this is with better acceleration, but slightly less top speed. And it's going to be a very good car. So the next one is going to be the Lamborghini SC63, which is going to be a 5-star car, and I would say in the range to that of the I would say the Nissan, the Nissan GTR Ital design. That's the best way I can compare it to. It has great acceleration, handling is okay, low nitro, but decent top speed. It could reach about 368, 367, which is kinda like the top speed of the Mercedes SLR, but with worse nitro, but better acceleration. And then the Di Tommaso P900. And that's going to be a C-Class car with an okay top speed, definitely usable. Acceleration is going to be good. Handling, however, is questionable. It's kind of like the Acura NSX, the first one, and then the Nitro, which is similar to that one. But will it have floaty capabilities or punch lift? I don't know. We'll see about that. So, what's going to happen? We will have a couple of TLEs, time-limited events. Celebrate Gameloft's anniversary in style with the Bugatti Chiron. So I'm assuming they will have a special event with the Bugatti Chiron. Hopefully they will have some epic parts because I really need them. So if not, I'll still be happy and participate in it because all the rewards will be more to your bank account. Continuing the celebration with the Ford Mustang 60th anniversary time-limited event. So I'm thinking there's going to be talking about the D-Class King. What that's going to be about, that is something I have no idea, but we'll see. So treasure our planet on Earth Day in the electrifying GT by Citroën. So I think that they'll have just a regular event for, let's say, 5, 6, 7 days. Earth Day with a couple of blueprints as a reward that you can get with, of course, the packs they will give to you. Then, like I said, the Nissan GTR, the Ital design, like I've compared to the other car. So we have this car, the Nissan 370Z Neon Edition, and the Nissan R390 GT1 Return in Style within the Golden Week time limited events. I could really use a lot of those blueprints and of course epic parts. So I'm looking forward to actually max all these cars. I have all of them, but I haven't maxed them out yet. But I'm looking forward to golden this one because I have all of the epic parts of this one. Now the overclock showcase will be back once again. Can look, I mean, I'm wondering what cars they will give us then. And revel in the season cars in the season showcase featuring a ton of season related rides. I really wonder what that'll be. It's good that they'll keep that a secret until they release it because tomorrow is going to happen. And I'm really curious of what we can expect. And I would say in about 12 hours we will be so far. Right now it's 1:25 in the night. So I'm actually supposed to sleep due to work, but I had to make this video. Now test your skills in the Legend Pass Car Showcase time limit event featuring the Porsche 911 Carrera RS 3.8. What I'm thinking is that this car will be a Legend Pass car that you will get for free and you can max it out similar to what we had with the Lamborghini Huracan STO and the previous cars. So we will be having this car maxed. Seasons, cars and key hunts in order. So you'll be having the Ferrari 599 XX Evo and the Ford GT MK2. Now the reason why I'm looking forward to these two is because I love this car and I already have this car and I want both gold. And the McLaren, I have this car, but I think I have a 2-star. Do I not? Let me check first. So go here, go to the A class so I can switch easier to the B class. And then look to the, yeah, I have a 2 stars. So I will not be using the wild cards. I'm gonna keep them. And this B class, so they already added it. Hold up, I have to check if it is correct or not. Because they said it's gonna be a B class car. Probably not. So they were correct. Am I missing something? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. So the car that they said there's going to be D-Class is going to be D-Class most likely. Yes, so it's going to be D-Class. So I was wrong about this. I had to confirm it. So it's going to be slightly better than the Chevrolet Corvette C7.R and the Giulia GTAM. Okay, let's go back. So these two cars is what I want to golden, and this is the car I want to max out. This is kinda a Lamborghini Evolution beater together with the Aston Martin 177. Now this car is going to be the new car hunt because the community voted for it. I have participated in those voting events and they are legit. Now the special events that we will get. The FV Fragivento Asfani special event will run for 14 days. So it's going to be a short one, featuring epic rides such as the McLaren 765 LT, which will be having those card packs, hopefully single card packs with not combined. This way I can max out this car, sorry. And then the Mercedes AMG GT Black Series, the AMG GT Black Series. Sorry about that, had a tongue twister. And I want to have this car golden as well. This car is the king of Class C next to the Lamborghini Gallardo and the McLaren GT. Unfortunately, I cannot say that for the Ferraris because the Ferraris have been, meh. I don't have to explain about that. You guys can test it out for yourself. That car is meh. Unfortunately, they should have tweaked it and gave it a capability to do floaties and punch drift. That would have made the car a lot better. Now, and then of course the Porsche 911 GT2 RS Club Sport, which is an A-class car. Definitely slightly better than the Vanda Electrics, but I would, rather choose the Vanda Electrics than Drobium. And then of course the Lamborghini SC63, which is similar to the Ital Design GTR 50. As always, the key cars are free try, which means they will have the capability of getting the key inside of the event. However, you have to have it max stars. Now, did someone say Kimchi, the Korean food festival special event, is jam-packed with treats for you to enjoy? It will feature the plethora of classics and even some long-awaited cars like the Renault RS1, which I'm dying to get because that is a C-class car I haven't been able to unlock in actually quite a while, which is this one. Now I will be having this car 5-star as soon as I can get my hands on. This one, however, is also a car I would like to have, but the key cars were quite a headache to get in the past time. So yeah, let me continue. Where was I? No, it wasn't this one. So here it says the special hunt will return in its original format, this time featuring the Pagani Zonda R, which is a car that I have 4 stars. And there is no support car required. Listen up. This is a car I would say a must-have regardless. The car may not be able to do punch drift and floaties, but they have been proven to be useful during Ghost Slipstream. And this is a car that I would really recommend to have. Get this car as soon as it's available. The Lamborghini SC3 will hit the tracks in its dedicated Grand Prix event. They feature opponents to get your hands on the stylish ride. So I will get the key regardless because I'm having no issues now in the past couple of times getting the keys for Grand Prix cars. So I'm looking forward to get my hands on this. Then the Lamborghini Huracan Evolution Spider Starway returns. So on Windows I can get this car right now 4 stars, which I was working towards it since I have only the Chevrolet Corvette as decent standing B-class car. So all in all, this looks quite promising. And let's see what the time limited event is going to be for the Euro Bloom season. The Draco GTA time limited event serves as a kind reminder for the work hard, play hard. Which means the time limited event is going to be filled with epic parts, and of course we will have some blueprints with required cars that we already have. Accelerate at breakneck, wow, tongue twister, at breakneck speeds towards Cinco de Mayo in the dedicated TLE featuring the Rimac Nivera, which I hope to have that car at least. That car is good. That car is going to be amongst my arsenal of decent, I would say, S tier 3 cars. I'll be explaining about the tiers, why I call them tiers during the S-Class cars, but I'll be giving the definition, explanation, yada 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 later on. So, family means no one gets left behind. Porsche has you covered in the International Day of Families time limit event featuring the Porsche 911 GT Evolution, I already had that one, and the Porsche 718 Cayman GT, for which I'm dying to wait. Why? I'm having one more epic part for this car, and then I'll have it golden, and this is a good car to have. And of course the Porsche Taycan Turbo S. Now you won't believe what the TLE, the team, cooked up. Take the Koenigsegg Regera, then the Electric Dendrobium and the Apollo Intense Emotiona for a spin on World's B-Day. Now I wonder what that will mean, because we already have those cars available with car hunts and of course in the Legend store. Take the season cars for a spin in the Overclock and Season Showcase TLEs, which means we will have new cars in the Overclock that we can try out and see how fast they will be with that moment. New season, same Legend Pass car, which means it's going to be the same Porsche we talked about, the 3.8. You will get another chance to prove your superiority in the Legend Pass Showcase time limited event. Season car hunts in order. Porsche Panamera Turbo S. I would recommend this. I will be participating because I want to have the car golden. Same with the Acura NSX, which must be golden in my case. The Donkerford is kind of like the, what's it called again? The Dodge Viper, the C-Class, which is a kind of a good car. However, the Donkerford has better acceleration, and the handling of it is great as well. So the Donkerford does beat the Dodge Viper in this case. And of course the McLaren Senna GTR, which I do not have, which I am dying to get my hands on this car and make it 5-star. And the final car hunt of the season will be the newly added De Tomaso P900, which I will be having it on 5-star as well. Which means if I continue on grinding, I will be having more than 175 cars on my account, which is in my case the best thing that ever happened to me due to my 2 years of racing and getting this good and this many cars, thanks to the availability of the daily pass that we have in the game, that they have introduced. Sorry about that. So the special event, the long-awaited Zenvo Aurora Tour, will make its way into the game in not one but 2 dedicated special events, which means that this car will not be easy to get. The first stage of the special event features the car at max free try, so make sure you take it for a spin. So they want you to get used to this car and get you warmed up. Why? Because if you like this car a lot, you will definitely do your best to get that car. Now, how easy will that be? I have no idea, because this car will have requirements. So the Agile Tech Rules AT96 track version is back in its dedicated Unleashed events. I already have this car 6 stars, almost golden, and I cannot wait to make this car golden because it's going to feature the Genti Aquilone, which is a car I have 2 stars at this moment but will be 6 stars during this event. I will be saving up the tokens for this event, especially for this event, because that is a car I want to have fully maxed out. And then the Porsche 935, I already have this car 4 star, which will be I think I will be having it 5 or 6 stars during this event, because of course I cannot, once I have a car, I need to max it out. Now the Ferrari LaFerrari Aperta, I already have it along with the Pagani Huayra. Both of them are golden, And I think that these two cars will be now this one is already, but this car will be overclocked, and I cannot wait until it's overclocked, because this car will be insane, especially with the insane nitro. Starway rotation will continue with the Peugeot Onyx Starway event, which I cannot wait for it to happen on Windows, because I want to have that car too. Race your competition to the finish to get your hands on the Aston Martin Vantage V12 2022 in its dedicated Grand Prix. You won't want to miss it, as it's one of the support cars in the first Zenva Aurora Tour Special, which means I have to get it regardless. How far will that be? I maybe 2 or 3 stars, and then I can max it out during the event, because they will have most likely card packs for it. Now, they'll have something to add. Overclock adjustments switch to a 24-hour format rather than fixed timers, as well as more duration options for your overclock chips, which means from the moment you're going to add your overclock chips to the car, from that moment it will start up until 24 hours later, instead of having it a fixed time. Why? If you've used your chips for, let's say, around, let's say, 9 p.m., it will only mean that 3 hours later your chips are gone. So is your overclock. And in order to prevent that, they want people to have a 24-hour full use of that overclocked car. Now, in my honest opinion, I don't care about it, because I rather have the overclock pass, which makes things a lot easier for me. I don't care if I pay money for it. The overclock really made things a lot better in races, so I'm going to buy it regardless. I don't mind spending money on this game. I've already spent a lot of money on this game, and it is no way for me to get to garage level 18 with 169 cars without paying money for it, and I have done it so far. So yeah, that is it, you guys. I hope you guys liked this video. So I will see you very soon. I don't know when, but I can tell you one thing. I will be racing a lot to make sure I get all the 30,000 milestones, including the other race that we'll have with the featured car that we will have at that moment. We'll figure it out tomorrow, and once that is done, I will be going to Bronze League and then stream for you guys, because it's the unpleasant classic season that will come tomorrow, and I cannot wait until 2 weeks later that we will have the finally we will have the Ghost Slipstream, which is one of the most fun events for me. So having that said, guys, thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.